In the last video that we just saw in this sequence of videos, we're looking at sharing content and assigning content to groups of our students. So in the last video that we looked at how to create a group. We did that through the setup groups, and now we're going to look at how you assign a content to a particular group of students. Just so you can see actually how this is done, I'm going to go to a student account here, and to do that I'm going to my information and account details. I'm still working with the same account, and I'm going to make myself a student as well. And then I switched to my student account here. So I can switch from a teaching account or switch back to the student account. In the student account here, as you can see, I'm not actually subscribed, but I can still access a number of the options in here. So let's go to my groups. Again, in my groups, I'm a member of a particular group, this first year class group from Mr. F. O'Rourke, and I'm automatically a member of the same group that I'm a teacher of. Other students will also be able to join this group quite simply by going to their student page account, by clicking on my STM account here, or switching to student account. They go down to my groups, the other groups here, and they would search for the group name, F. O'Rourke, or the owner, and that will provide them with the information. Then to join the group, they'll simply click on join this group here. So once you've found a group, you can find out more information on the group by clicking on the group info button, or you can join the group by clicking join this group. I'm already a member of this group, so that part of it is done. So I'm going to go back to the teaching account now, and we're going to look at how to assign a worksheet to our students. To provide an assignment to students, we click on assignments. That gives us an assignment title. We can put in a description of the assignment, provide a start and completion date, and then create the assignment. In order to provide a worksheet to your students, as we saw in the first video, you can create a worksheet, and the information at the top of the page of the worksheet is everything you need to do in order to link to that worksheet. To provide that assignment to your students, you simply copy that into the description. So let's have a look at that now. To show this example, we're going to just go back to when we created a worksheet from video 1. When we created the worksheet, you can see the URL, which is all the information here at the top of the page, contains everything you need in order to create a worksheet. So I'm just going to select that information, I'm going to right click, and I'm going to copy that information. Now I go back to the description of my assignment. This is just an example assignment of a worksheet for our students. So I can type into the description, and I copy, and I select paste, and that will put that assignment in there. If you know a little bit of HTML, you can also put a link in here. This is just a small bit of HTML where it says href equals, I put a quote in, then I put the URL in, I put a final quote, and I put this information in here. The reason I do this is that when I provide this to my students, they'll simply be able to click on the link. I also am going to add a start date. I want them to start on the 26th, and I want them to complete that by the following Monday, Monday the 1st. So I'm going to create the new assignment, and to do that I click on create new assignment. And that is it. The assignment is done. Now that the assignment has been created, I can assign it to my students. And to do that, I click on this button here. I pick my existing assignment, this is the one I'm looking at, and to assign it to students, I click on the button where it says Assign. Here you can see what the assignment is. It says this is an example assignment of a worksheet for our students, and because I put the little bit of HTML in, you don't need to see the link anymore, you're just able to click on the link. So let's have a look, who do we want to assign this to? I'm going to assign it to the entire group here, and to do that, I simply click on this button where it says Assign to Group. If I wanted to select an individual student in the group, I would click on the button here on the right hand side and select my students. But I want to assign it to the entire group of first years, so I'm going to click here. And there you go, the assignment to the group has been updated and your students have been assigned this particular task. In order to see what the assignment looks at, I'm now going to switch over to my student account. As a student, I'm also a member of the group, so I'm going to go to my assignments. So every day your students will have a look at the assignments here. They click on the button Assignments. That brings them to their assignments page. They can update their assignments, and they will see their assignment provided here. The list of assignments is here, their start date, the complete date, and when it needs to be completed in. and here's a link to the assignments. So when they're looking for a particular assignment that they want to start on, they would click on this. That will bring them down through the list of their assignments. If they had several assignments, there would be a full list here and they would just jump straight down to it. So this is the assignment that we just created. The example assignment of a worksheet for our students. So when the students see this assignment, they will click here in order to complete that task. That task opens the worksheet. They know that because it's a worksheet, they have to click on the open the worksheet and then go through that particular task and then go back to their assignments and say that they're done. So as you can see, the process of creating a group is not unduly arduous, and your students can easily join a group, and when you have assigned content, any particular worksheet that you want to assign is easily findable by your students, and all they have to do is click on the link and that will bring them to the worksheet that they have to complete, open the worksheet, or perhaps if your students are subscribed to Steps to Maths, you can assign an exercise for them to do and they will automatically be brought to their exercise page where they can go through the exercises as we saw in video 2. Thank you.